By pulling in that Grand Rapids police chief now to talk about the training that's happening this week, Captain David Siver. We can pull him in now. Here he is. Captain, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And so there is some training happening this week in the community that you guys wanted to kind of just spread the word on what exactly is happening. Can you explain to us what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. So we've got training at our outdoor range, and it's going to be our one of our multiple sessions throughout the year. But it's a rifle range, or excuse me, rifle training, where our men and women go through a series of drills and qualifications that we do throughout the year. The biggest change that probably a lot of the west side and southwest side noticed was last year the city underwent an environmental project where they clear cut about an acre of trees to recover some rainwater, more or less, that was going into the Grand River. So they recover that to avoid that from the area where our ranges is Market in 196, right before you get on 196 there. So that was about an acre of fully mature trees that were anywhere from probably 30 to 60 years old. So you could imagine the kind of cover and noise barrier those gave us. So after that project was completed, we realized that we had an issue with, especially when we do our rifle training a couple times through the year.
Yeah, and so we know we wanted to get the alert out, and we've been hearing from some people online about hearing gunfire. And obviously this is a training, this is nothing serious. So if folks are concerned that, hey, maybe they are hearing something and they're worried, is it this training or is it something serious? What should they do in that circumstance?
Yeah, if there's an issue, please reach out to the non-emergency number or 911. But yeah, understand that training started Monday, this past Monday, and it'll go for a couple weeks. And then hopefully this will be the last session because we actually are purchasing some sound suppressors for our rifles that will greatly reduce the noise.
Gotcha, gotcha. And as far as, obviously training is important. There's so many different kinds of training that our police department here in Grand Rapids does. Can you give us any more details on kind of what's being honed in on with the training that's happening over the next few weeks?
Yeah, so we do it throughout the year a few times where we design some drills to improve skill sets and then do some qualifications to ensure, you know, they're capable with that weapon platform. So yeah, it's just kind of a standard training. There's nothing extraordinarily special about it. We just constantly are trying to keep our men and women the best trained as possible. Our community deserves it and expects it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, and can you just give me one more time, just how many days this is going to be happening and in what areas, again, if folks are just joining us right now?
Yeah, so just the time, so people should understand we're not going to be firing before 8:30. For sure, no earlier than 8 a.m. And by about 9:30 p.m., that should be the end of it. So throughout the day, and there'll be breaks throughout the day when classes are kind of changing over. But it started this past Monday, and it'll go through Friday. Then the weekend will be quiet, and then next week, and then a few days that following week. So about 2.5 weeks it should be done. And again, if somebody has problems or concerns or isn't sure if that's what they're hearing, please call in and we can reassure people that way.
Okay, that sounds great. We really appreciate you breaking this down for us. Obviously, we don't want any additional concern, but obviously that training has to happen. So really great to get the word out to folks. And we know you'll keep us posted on anything else moving forward, but we really appreciate your time this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great night.